Today we are traveling to hop on a cruise ship for Christmas. So come along with me as this day started dark and early at 3:45 in the morning, where we woke up to a bunch of snow on the ground in Toronto, which I was very happy to be leaving. The holiday madness at the airport was not bad at all. One, because it was so early, but two, because it was the Friday before. Cruised through security and then went and got a much needed cappuccino before it was time to go board our flight. Today we were flying from Toronto to Fort Lauderdale. We would spend the night before going on a cruise tomorrow. The flight is really not that long, but we were de-icing the plane. So as soon as that was happening, I put my eye mask on and I went to sleep. And before I knew it, I woke up and it was 15 minutes left on the flight, which is the perfect way to do a morning flight in my opinion. Once we arrived in Fort Lauderdale, we got our bags, and then my sister actually picked us up because she was already here. I could not get over the weather and the palm trees and the fact that I just seen snow a few hours before. We were trying to stay awake, so we went over to Dunkin' Donuts and I just got an iced latte with that butter pecan syrup. It was amazing. My entire family had arrived in Fort Lauderdale. We need to go pick up some essentials, so we went to Target just for some pop, some wine, things you're allowed to bring on the ship. And I found like the last anthology vinyl and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to buy it. It's a sign. Then we headed over to Chili's for dinner, which I wanted to see if I could feel God. You know. First step to doing that was getting a margarita. Got the Dipper Trio, which is like just as good as it sounds. It's amazing. Enjoyed our food, went into a food coma, and then it was time to go to sleep because we were all exhausted and had to get on the ship early the next morning. It was now Saturday morning. We got some breakfast. I repacked my bags and it was time to get ready to head over to the port. Traffic was actually insane, which I guess is fine, but our hotel was only like 10 minutes away and it almost took us an hour to get to the port. Once we actually arrived, the check-in process was so smooth. Before we knew it, we were boarding the ship that we would be spending the next 7 days on. Let me know if you want to see any specific videos, but I can't wait to bring you along for what it's like to spend Christmas on a cruise ship.